Hey, good evening, everyone. As they said, my name is Caleb Teicher, and I'm a 2011 Young Arts winner in dance. And on behalf of the National Young Arts Foundation, and as the director of the program you're seeing this evening, I'd like to welcome you to our interdisciplinary performance that we've titled A Very Brief History of the United States. Here are my notes. Based in Miami, Florida, the National Young Arts Foundation, also known as Young Arts, was established in 1981 by Lynn and Ted Arison. Young Arts' signature program is an application-based award for emerging artists ages 15 to 18 or in grades 10 through 12 from across the United States. Selected from a pool of more than an average of 11,000 applications every year, Young Arts winners receive valuable support, including financial awards of up to $10,000, professional development, and educational experiences working with renowned mentors, such as Mikhail Baryshnikov, Sarah Brightman, Placido Domingo, Frank Gehry, Jeff Koons, Wynton Marsalis, Rebecca Walker, and Carrie Mae Weens, and performance and exhibition opportunities at some of the nation's leading cultural institutions, including the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts, where you'll see our program this evening. And I flip. Today, we are celebrating the third annual Young Arts Awareness Day, which promotes the arts as a viable and rewarding career path, which it is, celebrates the outstanding achievements of Young Arts alumni, and encourages emerging artists to apply to Young Arts' 2017 program. Make sure to join us in the conversation online. That means Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, etc., and spread the word about your personal story and connection to the arts using the hashtag #MyArtStory. So my art story is that I'm from upstate New York, and I grew up with a love for rhythm, and I studied drums for many years, and then I found tap dance at the age of 10 or 11, and about the time where I was deciding whether or not this was a career move or a passion, or both, I moved to New York City, and about that time, I was accepted as a Young Arts finalist. I was flown down to Miami, all expenses paid, and I was set up with a mentor, a wonderful mentor, and I had an incredible life-changing week, not just with other tap dancers, but actually artists of all different disciplines. This includes the literary arts, so writers, playwrights, short fiction, long-form stories, as well as other performing arts, singers, actors, dancers of all disciplines. And it was an incredible week, and I made some of my best friends there. And I stand before you today based on that experience that I had in 2011. Perhaps I'm getting old. So I'm really grateful to be here today and to be amidst an incredible cast of interdisciplinary artists. And here's my last line. For more information about Young Arts, our program for 15 to 18-year-olds, I see a couple in the audience, and how to get involved in Young Arts Awareness Day today, visit www.youngarts.org. And with that, I hope you enjoy the show. Thank you.
A brief history of the United States. The United States is roughly 240 years old. In proportion to some other countries, ones that have ancient dynasties and centuries-old empires, the US has basically existed for the blink of an eye. So, as we tell our story today, we're going to tell it the only way that makes sense to us. Briefly, the way that it happened. We have about an hour here today and roughly 240 years of American history to cover. So if you do the math, that comes out to about 10 seconds for every year. Let's get started. Now, we all know that Native people lived on the land that we now call the United States for centuries upon centuries upon centuries. But the story that we are here to tell today begins on July 4th, 1776, the day that America, as we know it, was invented. 1776 is a long time ago. Back then, this land was new. There were 13 states. The population of the entire country was only 2.6 million, and the economy was agricultural. It can be hard for us to imagine what it was like back then. But, as we all know, the arts are a reflection and a representation of culture. Looking at the art of a certain time period is like getting a window into the past. So, to give us a grip on what we were dealing with, back in 1776, singing looked like...
Yankee Doodle went to town riding on a pony. He stuck his feather in his hat and called it macaroni.
Dancing looked like... Music sounded like... and fashion looked like... The present-day hipsters of Brooklyn love this look. Most notably, the late 1700s saw the creation of a set of documents that laid the foundation for this country, politically, legally, but also, in a way, spiritually. Because the founding fathers, Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, Benjamin Franklin,
Alexander Hamilton,
him too, these founding fathers, even with all their faults, wrote documents that created a sense of what it means to be an American. The Declaration of Independence, the Federalist Papers, the Constitution, these documents do so much more than just establish our legal system. They also formalized an idea of citizenship, of community, and of national identity. And the best part is, they had no idea what they were doing. For the founding fathers, creating the country was an act of improvisation. That was such a beautiful 3 minutes that we're not going to get back. So let's move through some history right now. Let's see. Battle of Bunker Hill, Battle of Knox, Battle of Fort Lee, Battle of Trenton, Second Battle of Trenton, Battle of Saratoga, Battle of White Bank, Treaty, Rebellion, Treaty, Rebellion, Convention. Even with all those battles raging on, there was another kind of explosion in the 1800s, an explosion of population. The size and scope of our country was constantly changing. There were shifts in borders, in demographics, in culture, and that process of explosion and fusion was the beginning of shaping a new, unique American identity, one that pushed past what the Founding Fathers ever could have imagined. I hear America singing. The varied carols I hear, those of mechanics, each one singing his as it should be, blithe and strong. The carpenter, singing his as he measures his plank or beam. The mason, singing his as he makes ready for work or leaves off work.
The boatman, singing what belongs to him in his boat. The deckhand, singing on the steamboat deck. The shoemaker, singing as he sits on his bench. The hatter, singing as he stands. The woodcutter's song, the plowboy's on his way in the morning, at noon, intermission, or at sundown. The delicious singing of the mother, or of the young wife at the work, or of the girl sewing or washing.
Each singing what belongs to him or her and to no one else. The day what belongs to the day. At night, the party of young fellows, robust, friendly, singing with open mouths their strong, melodious songs. I hear America singing. Walt Whitman.
But even in that new America, not everyone's voice could be heard.
Come to the water will flow. Stand to the night, see the light, let it grow. Hold on, for hard winds are starting to blow. Stand up, hold on, and swear you won't let go. Whatever I said doesn't matter. Whatever you said doesn't hurt. Whatever we did and whatever we meant is lost in the water. Whatever I felt, I've forgotten. Whatever I planned, I released. But come take my hand, come down to the water, come down to the water, where people are coming together and people are falling apart, and no one can hide. We're caught in the tide and punched in the heart, and people are harder than diamonds, and people are stronger than knives. We breathe and we burn, but we'll never return for the rest of our lives, for the rest of our lives.
In the late 1800s, after the devastation of the Civil War, the blues were born in the North Mississippi Delta. The Industrial Revolution and the railway system caused rapid urbanization that brought people together to create new communities. And for entertainment, those communities turned to the blues. People wanted to express their joy, sorrow, melancholy, and triumph, and the blues had room for it all. The new century brought a brand new style with it, and America turned the art world upside down with the Harlem Renaissance and the birth of jazz. That's back when singing looked like
summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is
Dancing looked like. Dancing looked like. Music sounded like. And art looked like. The 1900s brought with them a momentum that pushed the country forward, artistically, culturally, and even politically. The jazz age put disenfranchised Americans on a global stage that went a long way towards helping them secure political rights down the line. And artists and art forms that had been looked down on for decades finally got their moment in the spotlight.
Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then suddenly it appeared before me, the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then suddenly it appeared before me, the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. And then suddenly it appeared before me, the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard somebody whisper, please adore me. And when I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own, without a love of my own, without a love of my own.
Throughout the 1900s, art solidified its position as a means of resistance. Propaganda was popularized, and artists began to use their form to make their feelings known. Art was a coping mechanism, a medium for commentary, and a form of protest. In the Harlem Renaissance, Harlem became a social and cultural mecca for artists and scholars during the Great Migration. It was a mass act of cultural expression. It challenged stereotypes and allowed artists to re-emphasize the importance of their own history.
I too sing America. I am the darker brother. They send me to eat in the kitchen when company comes. But I laugh and eat well and grow strong. Tomorrow, I'll be at the table when company comes. Nobody'll dare say to me, eat in the kitchen, then.
Besides, they'll see how beautiful I am and be ashamed. I too sing America. I too by Langston Hughes. From Martin Luther King Jr.'s marches through the beatniks and the generation of flower power, art underscored and propelled social change in the 1900s. And boy, was there a lot of change. Shifting gender roles after the suffrage movement and World War II brought the rise of second-wave feminism in the 60s, and female artists made their voices heard in the fight for their rights.
You don't know me. I'm not just one of your many toys. You don't know me. Don't say I can't go with other boys. And don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to say. And please, when I go out with you, don't put me on display. 'Cause you don't know me. Don't try to change me in any way. You don't know me. Don't tie me down, 'cause I'll never stay. I don't tell you what to say. I don't tell you what to do. So just let me be myself. That's all I ask of you. I'm young and I love being young. I'm free and I love being free to live my life the way that I want, to say and do whatever I please. You don't know me. You don't know me.
The 1960s and 70s brought plenty of change and a lot of fun. TV, the Beatles, the Kennedys, Woodstock, Star Trek, Muhammad Ali, Disney, the moon landing, Martin Luther King, Brown versus Board of Education, a bunch of Olympics, Cesar Chavez, baby boomers, and the invention of the computer. But then, in 1981, came the real moment that changed the country for the better. Or at least we think so. In 1981, Ted and Lynn Arison established the National Young Arts Foundation. They had the aim of identifying and supporting young artists. And since then, the organization has blossomed into a national treasure. It's one of the largest and most prestigious arts organizations in the country. And for the last 35 years, they found and nurtured artists that have gone on to make history. Since then, we have seen personal computers, rap, the invention of the boombox, some fun hairstyles, 2 Mars rovers, the DOMA decision, a Reagan, an Obama, 2 Bushes, and a Clinton, the Terminator franchise, Mr. Potato Head, Al Gore inventing the internet, MTV, and the iPhones 1 through 7. Which brings us to now, 2016. Nowadays, singing looks like
Just like a star across my sky, just like an angel off the page, you have appeared to my life. Feel like I'll never be the same.
music sounds like dancing looks like and art looks like and here we are, America has fostered the growth of the arts, just as the arts have fueled the progress of America. Just like any other piece of art, America isn't perfect, but it's been crafted with plenty of collaboration, creativity, and improvisation. Now, more than ever, each one of us has the chance to take part in this great American improvisation, to make sure that these next 240 years are ones where we can all play our part. I sing a different love song in a dozen borrowed tongues, beat out by double Dutch ropes, in harmony with the corner store bell. Wonderful. I sing a bitter love song because my skin on this soil sprouted from a sad, sad story, and I belong to names I cannot name every day. But still, I sing a living love song to hum on the commute or whisper for a lullaby, adding my notes to the chorus, new discovering what it could be. Corner Store Song by Eliana Pipes, Young Arts 2013. That's me, by the way. Josh, what have you been working on this whole time?
It could be every day, every day, every day wonderful. It could be every day, every day, every day, yeah, yeah. Every day wonderful. Every day when you're walking down the street, everybody that you meet has an original point of view. And I say, hey, every day, every day, every day, it could be wonderful every day. Hey, yeah. Wonderful, wonderful every day, every day, every day. It's a simple message, and it comes from the heart. Believe in yourself, well, that's the place to start. What a wonderful kind of day. We could learn to work and play and get along with each other. And I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. We can learn to work and play and get along with each other. Listen to your heart, listen to the beat, listen to the rhythm of the street. Open up your eyes, open up your ears. Get together, make things better by working together. It's a simple message, and it comes from the heart. Believe in yourself, well, that's the place to start. When the going get rough, I'm gonna love life till I'm done growing up. And when I go down, I'ma go down swinging. My heart still smiling and my heart still singing. I'm gonna get by when the going get rough. I'm gonna love life till I'm done growing up. And when I go down, I'ma go down swinging. My heart still smiling and my heart still singing. I'm gonna get by when the going get rough. I'm gonna love life till I'm done growing up. And when I go down, I'ma go down swinging. My heart still smiling and my heart still singing. I'm gonna get by when the going